Beautiful day for baseball here as we welcome you to Loudermilk Field, campus of Piedmont University. Joseph Garwood, Davis Barlow here again for Game 2 of this critical CCS conference series between Piedmont and Belhaven. Davis, we had a fun one last night, another fun one on tap today.
Yes, we do, and it's as we expected. Brett Sanchez will take the bump for Belhaven in the home half of the Piedmont side, and then, of course, for Piedmont, Bodie Eilertson gets the start here today. The lefty working back into the rotation. Joseph hasn't seen an ample amount of innings, but we're looking forward to getting a good look at him here today against a strong Belhaven squad.
Yeah, Bodie's coming off of his best start of the season. He went 6 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 9 strikeouts. It's a pretty solid Worcester squad, and earned the starts here today. So we'll run you through the lineup he's going to be facing real quick. Belhaven, center fielder Cole Fletcher leading things off. The first baseman Tristan Pearson, only lefty in the lineup for the Blazers, will hit second. The left fielder is Josh Nutze. He'll hit third. Cleanup man at third base is Owen Abney. He leads the Blazers in home runs. The DH in the 5 spot is Hunter Estes. 6th spot is another Hunter, the shortstop Hunter Harrell. Noah Foster, the second baseman, will hit 7th. The right fielder Jake Tyndall gets the start today. He was not in the lineup yesterday. And the catcher is Thomas Hollingsworth, and they'll be trying to grab some runs for Sanchez.
So, as we get ready for this one, we'll cover the Piedmont home half once we get there. They line up exactly how they did last time, but it's in the infield. It's Carlson, Mix, Hicks, and Helgeson. The outfield of Kate, Mullinack, and Ellis. Patrolling center field. It's good to have him back in the lineup. Of course, behind the dish is Tyler Nelson, and Eilertson stands out on the bump. First pitch of the day on the way.
4 o'clock first pitch. First pitch swinging just as he was yesterday. Fletcher comes up empty this time. And that's going to be a called strike 2 from Bodie. A solid start for the junior left-hander. 0-2 pitch is chop foul past third base. Eilertson, very solid starter last year, was really the Friday night guy for most of the year, has been working his way back from an injury this year, and Piedmont they're really hoping for him to peak coming up as we get into conference play.
Eilertson works quick from that mound, Joseph, but as you can see, Belhaven already calling time, asking for the umpire to slow the pace of the game down.
Yeah, key disruptor, as Eilertson's really a rhythm pitcher. Here's the 1-2. That one just down and in. We had called eclectic strike zone last night, so we'll see what we get here today.
That is a good way to put it.
And wanted that one, just must have tailed with the off speed just off the plate. Pitch that may have been called a strike last night. Here's the 3-2. That one's grounded sharply to third, handled by Carlson. Across the diamond, throw is high, but the tag is applied. Nice play there by Helgeson at first.
Well done there by Helgeson to understand that he had time to not have to force himself to hold that bag. He secures the ball, comes down with it cleanly, makes the tag.
Yeah, nice play there. Helgeson, really a solid defensive first baseman. Saved an error from Carlson to start the ball game. One is down. Here comes the left-handed hitting first baseman Tristan Pearson. Went 1 for 3 yesterday. And Bodie misses down and away for ball 1. It's the one batter where he's going to have the platoon advantage. Just one lefty out of the 9 in the lineup for the Blazers. Misses down and away again. Beautiful day for late afternoon baseball. Complete sunshine, high 60s temperature, not a cloud in the sky. That one's lashed up the middle, and that'll be safely in the center for a 1-out single for Pearson.
If you missed yesterday's broadcast, we talked about it. The first 4 for this Belhaven squad are the ones you have to watch out for. They're the 4 that are above 300 average thus far this season. This lineup is extremely top-heavy, though the bottom half of the lineup yesterday, Joseph, able to play small ball, generate those runs, contribute to the overall attempt to steal the win against Piedmont, though the long ball played a huge factor.
Yeah, Belhaven was solid offensively in the first little bit. They put some pressure on Zeke Swartz, but Swartz was able to limit the damage most times. Check swing, glances off the glove of Eilertson. The shortstop Mix picks it up and fires a strike to first. We had one of those in the first inning yesterday as well. A good old-fashioned 1-6-3 on the putout.
And, that's a tough break there for Eilertson. It's a natural reaction to want to grab that ball, but if he lets it go, they might get 2 up the middle.
Yeah, that was kind of an excuse-me swing by Nutzi. Was fooled by the pitch and a little bit fortunate to still have a chance with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs as Owen Abney will do the honors.
Abney's scary. 3 for 4 yesterday with a run and 4 RBIs in the contest.
They'll step off. Eilertson fakes the throw to second. That'll be the disengagement. Abney comes in, pushed that batting average up to 263. He's got 4 homers and 29 RBIs. That's most on the Blazers by 16. Next highest on their lineup has 13. He takes a big cut, foul tips it straight into the mitt for strike number 1.
Estes stands on deck, Joseph, and he had a little bit of a rough day yesterday. You have a base open at first. You definitely don't want to pitch around Abney here, but you don't want to let him do the damage with 2 gone in the inning.
That one's driven out toward right center. That's trouble. That will get down, cut off by Kate. A run will score. And just there you have it, a 2-out RBI single by Owen Abney. And that is RBI number 30 on the season for the Belhaven Blazers third baseman. And now we'll see Hunter Estes step in. As you mentioned, Davis, tough day yesterday for Estes. We'll see if Bodie can limit the damage. You don't want to give up too many. We know what you're facing on the other end with Sanchez. So we'll get into his accomplishments in the bottom half of this frame. Grounded to third, diving stop. Carlson gets to his feet. The throw across, rolls over there, but it's in time. Outstanding play by Kyle Carlson. Bodie strands 1. We go to the bottom of the first. Belhaven 1, Piedmont 0. Welcome back to Loudermilk Field. We go to the bottom of the first. Piedmont trails Belhaven 1-0. Cole Ellis in to lead things off. We'll get you the rest of the Piedmont lineup momentarily. They're going to have their work cut out for them, Davis. They're going to go up against right-hander Brett Sanchez.
Well, this is quite the resume for Sanchez. We'll cover it after the opening pitch.
Ellis hacking early, fouls it straight back.
So looking back at 2023 for Sanchez here, the D3Baseball.com National Pitcher of the Year. He was the CCS Pitcher of the Year as well, all first team as far as the conference goes. No shock there. He was a preseason All-American in 23 and all-region pitcher in 23 as well.
Tapped over to the right side. Sanchez gets over to cover and a 3-1 put out. Takes Ellis down to start the ball game. Get the rest of the Piedmont lineup real quick. Trace K hits in the 2-hole in right. Isaac Molinak in left, batting third. Cleanup hitters Kyle Carlson at third base. Cruz Molinak will bat fifth and DH. Tyler Nelson is the catcher, hitting sixth. Rounding out the lineups in the 7, 8, 9 spots, the second baseman Colton Hicks. At first base, Owen Helgeson. And the shortstop Nathan Mix.
And Joseph, we've seen Sanchez get one quick out here. He is on the D3Baseball.com preseason first-team All-American watch list and is on the USA Baseball Golden Spike Award, handed to the best player in Division III. He's on that watch list as well.
There's that front door breaking ball, and that one froze Trace Kate. Kate, big night last night. Another multi-hit game for the Piedmont right fielder. That was a good one to hit, and Kate fouls it straight back out of play. And now we'll see what Sanchez goes to with the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. First strikeout of the game for Sanchez. Kate gone on strikes, and now we'll see Isaac Molinak with 2 on, or 2 down, nobody on.
And Joseph Sanchez racks up these strikeouts here. He has 366 across his 5-year career. He's at 51 coming into today's game with a season high of 16. That was in a 10-inning complete game that he took the loss against Hanover. He gave up just 1 earned run in that game.
Yeah, he's a guy, too, with excellent control. Doesn't walk a lot of people. We've kind of seen the Lions be aggressive early on in the count. Molinak had a decent one to hit, fouled it straight back. You're going to have to take advantage early in the count against him. Don't want to roll in deep counts. That one's tapped off the end of the bat. Sanchez will run it over to first, shovel to the first baseman. The Lions are set down 1-2-3. Piedmont trails 1-0 as we go to the second. Here, top of the second inning. Shortstop Hunter Harrell will lead things off for the Blazers, and he will take a called strike 1 from Bodie Eilertson. Harrell 0 for 2 yesterday. And second pitch will miss and even things up at 1-1. Lions rocking the golds today. Belhaven in the alternate black uniforms. They were green yesterday. And we'll have a called strike on the inner half. Nice pitch there by Eilertson. Interesting thing, we got Zeke Swartz, another left-hander. Looks like Piedmont's going to go lefty in this series. 1-2. That one's lifted out toward left. Back goes Molinak. Back to the track. That's over his head, and that's gone. That ball had a lot of carry to it as Hunter Harrell leaves the yard, leading off the top of the second inning.
Yeah, Joseph, he backspun that ball really, really well. And again, it didn't look like it really had the ability to leave the yard, but as Molinak just kept going back, that ball just kept on carrying.
I believe that's the first home run of the season for Harrell. Now we'll see Noah Foster, the second baseman. And he'll take a called strike 1. Can't confirm. First home run of the year for Harrell.
That fastball right now for Eilertson is just staying up in the zone a little bit too much, as this one's got some carry behind it, but will just be at the warning track.
yeah, it's got a certain thing is about being a little bit too much in the zone as well. And there's been some hard hits so far against Eilertson. We'll see what he can do against the right fielder, Jake Tyndall. Tyndall did not appear in yesterday's contest. First pitch will miss off the plate away. Tyndall comes in, 240 average, 6 for 25. And he'll take a called strike to even the count at 1-1. Working quick, Eilertson, no time wasted. Love to see that, and that one sails high and away for ball 2. 2-1. That one misses up and away as well, and Eilertson worked himself into a 3-1 disadvantage here to the number 8 hitter. And big swing and a miss there by Tyndall. Good job by Bodie to get back into the count. Let's see what he has in store. 3-2. Back to work. And that one's fouled back to the screen. And we'll do the 3-2 once more. On deck hitters, the catcher Thomas Hollingsworth, who is hitting under 150 for the season. So pitch by Eilertson locked him up at the knees. And after the leadoff homer to start the inning, nice bounce back from Bodie.
That is a good start and a really an adjustment that he's got to make to get back on track here. He needs the swing and misses. He needs to be down in the zone here. And, you know, again, you can't really let this bottom portion of the lineup beat you when Belhaven already has those top 4 that really want to beat you.
Yeah, you really want to take care of Hollingsworth here as he misses outside for ball 1. And the 1-0 is fouled straight back and out of play. Hollingsworth laid down a bunt for a hit in his first plate appearance yesterday.
Oh my God, he's doing it again.
And bunts it straight back to the screen for strike 2, right on cue.
You spoke that into existence. Right as you bring up his bunt from yesterday, he turns around to square.
Hollingsworth, catcher that's in there. He's in there for his glove work, which we saw on display last night. And he'll fight off a 1-2. That was a great pitch by Eilertson, and that almost took out the Belhaven dugout. Hollingsworth just 4 for 31 at the plate, 4 RBIs, 129 average. That one is he's late on that one, nearly poked one down the right field line. That would have been trouble.
Hollingsworth is very behind here. If you're Eilertson, you want to stay with the speed. You want to move to the inner portion of this plate and see if you could just get it past his hands. He's really struggling to get the barrel out in front of him.
That one is rocketed to second base, but that had the glove of Colton Hicks right on cue, and that will end the top of the second inning. A leadoff homer for Hunter Harrell. Belhaven pushes the lead to 2-0. We go to the bottom of the second. back to work for the Piedmont lineup. They got the 4, 5, 6 hitters due up against Brett Sanchez. Kyle Carlson, coming off a big Thursday night performance, will lead things off. And Sanchez pumps a fastball over the outer edge for a called strike one.
Sanchez has some decent velo behind that fastball, Joseph. It's nothing overpowering, but it's definitely not a get-me-over fastball.
Yeah, you combine that with what looks like command of multiple off-speed pitches, plus the weird arm angle, kind of dropping down that three-quarter look. Makes him tough. That one's a swing and a miss by Carlson. I've already seen a lot of those so far. I'd expect something maybe off speed here from Sanchez. Nope, goes right to the fastball. Carlson cannot come up with anything, and that is a punch out to start the bottom of the second.
Dominant thus far from Sanchez, though we expected nothing less. Again, he relies on the punch out heavily. Season low is just 3, but that was in 4 innings of work at Oglethorpe.
Sanchez is human, though. He did give up 9 hits in his last outing against Maryville. But not a ton, only a couple runs, I believe, in that one.
2 earned runs, 5 runs total there. Did have 7 punch-outs in 7 innings and was the winning pitcher.
Missed up to Mullinex for a 1-0 count. That was a relatively hittable pitch, and Mullinex fouls it straight back to the screen. Got to take advantage. He's a guy, you're not going to get a ton of good pitches. You maybe get one decent pitch to hit per at bat. Got to take advantage of it. Goes off speed and rolled over, foul, past first. Looks like a changeup there from Sanchez against the lefty hitting Mullinex. With his arm angle, seems like kind of a guy that you would potentially, if you had a lot of left-handed bats in your lineup, would have a little more success as they would see the ball better out of his hand. Either way, it's going to be tough. 1-2, swung on a miss. Mullinex was late on that one. 2 batters, 2 punch outs to start the bottom of the second.
Yeah, 5 total outs collected for Sanchez thus far, 3 of them via the K. We'll see what Nelson can bring to the dish here. Colton Hicks stands on deck.
Here is the Piedmont catcher. First pitch put in play, poked out towards shallow right, backing up as the second baseman Foster. He'll make the catch on the run, and the Lions are down 1-2-3 for the second straight inning. We go to the top of the third. Belhaven 2, Piedmont 0. Back here at Loudermilk Field, Joseph Garwood, Davis Barlow with you as we go to the top of the third. Game 2 of the series between Belhaven and Piedmont. Blazers lead 2-0 lead. Top of the order coming up will be the center fielder, Cole Fletcher.
Fletcher 0 for 1 on the day. He was the first out of this contest recorded by Eilertson. Belhaven's recorded a run in each inning, Joseph, thus far. We'd love to break that trend right here.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll manufacture on the first, solo shot to lead off the second. Eilertson ahead in the count 1-0, and Fletcher sends the second pitch of the at-bat. Skied high into right. Kate battling the sun. He will make the call and the catch. And that's a big first out for Bodie Eilertson. Able to maybe try to manage the contact a little bit better the second time through. 4 hits, 2 runs that first time through the order, and now he'll have the lefty, Tristan Pearson.
Yeah, he got behind Pearson 2-0 last time. Pearson was in that left-handed batter's box. Good job to get ahead of him here early.
Yeah, went off speed with the first pitch, stole strike 1. And as we mentioned before, Bodie does not waste any time. You love to see it. Tried to spin off a breaking ball again, and that one sailed high and in to even things up at 1-1. The 1-1 also off the plate. Count runs to 2-1. That one is skied out to the left, foul territory, and it'll land over near the Piedmont bullpen. Harmless. Strike 2. We'll see if Bodie goes back to the off speed, try to finish this at bat off. Finally looks in, gets the sign. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. That had some velo on it from Bodie as Pearson swung right over the top of the fastball for out number 2. Now we'll see Josh Nutzi, the Belhaven left fielder.
Nutzi's 0 for 1 in this one thus far, and he's swinging at the first pitch.
Over to his right goes Cole Ellis. He's got plenty of room, makes the catch, and that's a quick 1-2-3 inning on the third for Bodie Eilertson. Blazers go down in order. We go to the bottom of the third. Belhaven 2, Piedmont 0. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Piedmont trails Belhaven 2-0. Piedmont, the bats have their work cut out for them here today. Brett Sanchez has delivered as advertised, 6 up, 6 down through the first 2.
Yeah, Sanchez has looked extremely good here. We'll see what Colton Hicks has in store as the infield shifted a little bit to the left side here. Hicks swinging at the first pitch.
This could be a little bit of trouble. I have multiple people running after it. Foul territory. It will drop in foul territory. That was going to be a long run for the first baseman, Pearson. If anyone was going to make that play, it would have to have been the right fielder, Jake Tyndall. But Hicks one on the house.
Again, look at how far the infield is shifted over. Third base hugging the line, shortstop's in the hole. Second base just 4 or 5 steps from up the middle, and first base taking up a good deal of that 3-4 hole.
Yeah, big gap, kind of just to the left of second base for Colton Hicks. The outfield playing maybe a little bit more shallow than we saw them against a lot of hitters yesterday.
Definitely.
We had made note of that in the broadcast last night, that they were very deep.
Yeah, I think they learned their lesson, Joseph, because it did not benefit them at all last night, and they got burned on it a couple times.
1-2 now to Colton Hicks. Long look in for Sanchez. Here's the wind. And a swing and a miss. He went with a letter-high fastball, and Hicks could not catch up to it. Down on strikes for out number 1. Now we'll see the first baseman, Owen Helgeson. Helgeson comes in, 243 average, no home runs, 10 RBIs. And outstanding work with the glove at first base. Breaking ball for Sanchez, sails out of the zone for ball 1. Last night's go-ahead home run hitting hero Nathan Mix waits on deck. And that one is a beautiful curveball bent in, and nothing Helgeson was going to do with that.
No, definitely not the pitch he's looking for on that 1-0 count there, and it's so well placed from Sanchez. We've seen it now firsthand, but the stats tell the story. He has so much control over multiple breaking balls. It's what really makes him effective.
Didn't quite finish over the front side on that fastball. Missed high and in for ball 2. That's a good pitch. 2-2 after a swing and a miss by Helgeson there. Good luck at this point. If Sanchez has everything dialed in, which it looks like he does early on. That one is poked off the end of the bat, foul territory. Giving it a look is the catcher Hollingsworth, and he makes a great catch up against the netting.
Wow.
Did not think he had much of a chance to make that grab. That's an incredibly difficult play, and he made it look easy.
It's a scary situation as well, Joseph. There's a lot of room around that backstop, but the wall gets up on you very quickly. Again, we saw the first game of the season here was the neutral site. We saw the catcher run into the wall during the first play of the game.
Great play by Hollingsworth, and 8 up, 8 down so far. We'll see if Nathan Mix can change the Piedmont offense's fortunes, and he'll take a called strike over the inner half. 0-1. That one had a lot of the plate, but Mix was late and fouled it straight back, 0-2.
I'm wondering what the velocity is on this fastball, Joseph, here, because the Piedmont hitters have been, for the majority, behind on this ball that doesn't look extremely overpowering, but I have a sneaking suspicion might be up in the mid-80s.
Yeah, it looks like it has some good pop on it, especially coming from that arm angle. Makes it really hard to pick up. That one was just a little bit high. Is good take by Mix. Run things to 1-2. Breaking ball. Good take there by Mix. Lays off of it as it floats outside off the plate. Count runs even 2-2. If you're Piedmont, you want to at least run this pitch count up as much as possible. Maybe try to see the Belhaven bullpen. Mix a good battle. Pokes one foul and out of play.
It's a good fight here from Mix. It's a good, really good 2-2 pitch there from Sanchez, and Mix does his best to spoil it.
I'd expect the heat coming back here. Here's the 2-2. He went with it, and Mix was able to get a piece of it. Maybe not quite located exactly where Sanchez wants. Probably wanted to get that one a little bit higher. Mix was able to fight it off. Do the 2-2 one more time. Breaking ball off the plate away. Good job by Mix to run things full.
This is a great fight from Nathan Mix here. We'll see if he can really make it all worthwhile on this 3-2 pitch.
And that one hit Mix square in the back, and he'll take first base the painful way, and that's the first base runner of the afternoon for the Lions.
What a way to get your first runner on there, Joseph. A 3-2 hit by pitch to the 9-hole batter. And now you bring Cole Ellis back up for his second plate appearance of the day.
Ellis retired in the first. Ground out. And now we'll see if he can keep this inning alive for the Lions. Sanchez to the stretch for the first time. Goes quick with a little slide step maneuver, and that one finds the zone for strike one with a breaking ball. Mix 4 out of 4 on stolen base attempts. And fastball sails high, just above the letters to Ellis. He stays off of it, 1-1 the count. That one is hit sharply up the middle. Nice play to his left by Harrell. He'll take it to the bag himself. And Piedmont gets the base runner aboard, but leaves him stranded. It's 2-0 Belhaven as we go to the fourth. Roll along into the top of the fourth inning here at Loudermilk Field. Belhaven 2, Piedmont 0. Game 2 of this 3-game set. The Lions took game 1 10-5 last night. Bodie Eilertson back to work for the Lions, and he will fire down and in to Owen Abney, third baseman, who has been a real thorn in the side of this Piedmont pitching staff so far.
That's a great pitch there from Eilertson. Had Abney all kinds of confused.
First sword of the day. 1-1. Big swing and a miss. Good off speed. Looks like Eilertson's changing speeds nicely, moving the ball to both sides of the plate. That one's rolled over to short. Tough hop for Mix. He handles it up with the throw, and it is in time for out number 1. Maybe got a little too much of the plate there, but got the rollover with the off speed. A nice little play by Mix. That's a tough hop.
It is a tough hop. Just got to be careful for Eilertson there. He worked himself into a real pitcher's count there, but that was not a great 1-2 pitch. Mix able to bail him out handling that tough hop.
We'll see the DH Hunter Estes. So Eilertson will step off. Tyler Nelson discarding some gear. Coach Hayden Craig over to pick it up. That one will sail high and away for ball number 1. Misses even farther high and away on the second pitch. 2-0.
This is where you have to be careful. Cannot afford to fall so far behind these Belhaven hitters there, though. That's a great 2-0 pitch.
Yeah, well located fastball in the inner half, down at the knees. 2-1. Eilertson quickly back to work. And that one is fouled straight back. Got that one in on the hands enough of Estes that he did not get beat with it. See what he goes with 2-2. For something maybe back away. It rolled over, and that one will go into left field. Solid one-out single. Big turnaround first as Molnak had a little trouble with it, but able to recover, and it'll just be a one-out single for Hunter Estes. Now we'll see the shortstop Hunter Harrell. Back half of the Hunter portion of the lineup for Belhaven, and Harrell was able to backspin one out of the park and left his first time up. First pitch swing and late on that fastball, fouls it off to the right.
It's a good job by Eilertson to get ahead here. Now just don't catch too much of the plate. With this 0-1 pitch here, you really want to force Harold to chase something. Ground ball is ideal here.
Stretching the pitch, hit sharply over to the right side, past to diving Colton Hicks and into right field. Belhaven goes station to station as Kate up with it quickly. That was not hit super sharply, but just perfectly placed. And now Bodie's going to have to work through a little bit of a jam here. 2 on, 1 out. And the hitter is second baseman Noah Foster. See, Belhaven played small ball a lot last night. We'll see what they have in store with 2 on and 1 out.
That's what I was going to bring up. Do you want Foster to bunt here, or do you let him swing with 1 gone? They're letting him swing.
That's hit pretty well toward right center. Ellis giving chase. He's not going to get it. That's down into the gap. 2 hops off the wall. 1 run is going to come in and score easy. They're going to send the second runner right behind him. The relay by Hicks is late. 2 RBI double for Noah Foster. Brings home the 3rd and 4th runs for the Blazers, and that was pretty much tagged there by Foster.
Yeah, that's a great piece of hitting there from Foster. We were curious if maybe they would let him bunt. It seems like we've seen a philosophy switch here, Joseph. It felt like they were trying to scrape across runs yesterday were the Blazers, and now today they are just ready to launch the ball all over this ballpark.
What you would think with Sanchez on the mound, if there was one to play small ball. That one's also tagged toward right, but over is Kate. He will snag it for out number 2. Belhaven, they kind of know that Eilertson's going to be around the strike zone, so they're coming up with some aggressive swings early in these counts.
Well, now to the 9-hole Hollingsworth here. If you're Eilertson, again, this is another one of the situations where you would love to get the 9-hole out, not bring up that top half of the lineup and limit the damage to just 2 runs.
6 hits already for the Blazers, none for the Lions. First pitch swing, that's a lazy fly ball to right. Kate comes trotting in, and the side is retired, but Belhaven tacks on a couple more. They lead 4-0 to go to the bottom of the 4th. Back here in Demorest, Georgia, Loudermilk Field. Piedmont trails Belhaven 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. It'll be the 2-3-4 hitters up for the Lions. Trace Kate starting things off. Strikeout victim his first time. First pitch, just up high. Sanchez really, with that arm angle being low, he's really done well working that top of the strike zone. Piedmont has not been able to catch up to anything there. Goes that front door breaking ball. Kate was looked like he had that one.
I think he was looking for it.
He was looking for it, and still, that shows the quality of that pitch. He was looking for it and still could not come up with anything on it.
He was putting that one on Purcell. Hill chops that one off his foot.
Now he's going to have to battle down 1-2. Gates taking some pretty healthy hacks against Sanchez. Lions, one base runner the first time through the order. It was a hit by pitch by Nathan Mix. Here comes the 1-2 from Sanchez. And that was a breaking ball sailing out away. And a good take by Kate. Runs things to 2-2.
Lions have done a good job battling deep into the counts. They just haven't quite made it work.
That one is
yet.
Up the middle. Nice play to his left. Harrell throwing the run is perfectly on target for out number 1. Yeah, you mentioned it, Davis. They've been relatively, for the most part, competitive at bats. Just have not been able. When Sanchez has needed to make that pitch with 2 strikes, he has pretty much always made the pitch that he's needed to make. That's why he's D3 National Pitcher of the Year last year.
And in the running for it this year as well. Again, he's given up more than 4 runs just once thus far this season. 4 earned runs earlier back in February, and that has been about it.
Breaking ball sails down and away. Nice take there by Isaac Molinak. Slow curve, and that one spins over for a called strike 1. That's tough. Here's the 1-1. Fastball. That one's lined into right field. That will get down just in front of the right fielder, Tyndall. That's the first base knock of the afternoon for the Lions. Nice piece of hitting there by Molinak.
Well done by Molinak, and yeah, we went 3 1/3 without a hit for the Lions. Of course, the only base runner had been the hit by pitch from Nathan Mix, but now runner on first, Carlson to the dish, and this game not out of reach by any means.
The Lions are down 4-0. Seems like maybe an insurmountable task against a pitcher as good as Sanchez. But you just kind of don't need to get all 4 of them back here. It's pretty still early in this game. Breaking ball off the plate away, and they'll try to throw behind the runner at first to no avail. 1-0 count. Just need to continue to stack competitive at-bats back-to-back and hope for the best, as Carlson, a little late on the fastball, fouls it straight back. Little check on the runner. Molinak back standing. There's that high top of the strike zone, maybe just above a fastball that nobody from Piedmont's been able to really do anything with so far. Carlson was a strikeout victim in his first plate appearance. Strike away from becoming one again, and he just barely gets a piece of that one to stay alive right off the knuckles. 1-2. Slow breaking ball, and Carlson will wear one for the team and take his free pass to first. Second hit batsman of the game.
It's a rarity. Out of Sanchez, the most free bases he's given up in one game was the loss he took to Hendricks. He had 2 hit by pitches there and just 1 walk.
So now we'll see the left-handed hitting Cruz Molinak. He was a strikeout victim. We'll have a little discussion with the Belhaven coach, Andrew Gibson, in his first season. Seeing if maybe could get something as saying Carlson maybe have leaned into that one, but looked like he just kind of stayed put where he was at. Let the damage be done, so to speak. Molinak at second. Carlson at first. Molinak at the plate. First pitch, fouls it right off of himself. He's gonna feel that one tomorrow.
Yeah, that one definitely hurts. Umpire will walk down the line to go get that foul ball, give him a chance to regather himself here, and this is the best opportunity Piedmont's had by far today.
Sanchez, a guy you're not going to get a ton of base runners against. He's just too good. So you really need to take advantage of those times that you do get them and capitalize on those run-scoring opportunities. Catcher Nelson waits on deck. Good swing, but just a little bit late. They're just not quite able to square up those fastballs at the top of the zone. And now you're at a spot if you're Mullinex, not where you want to be, down 0-2.
Sanchez has an assortment of pitches he can choose to go to here. Might be looking for the ground ball rather than the strikeout here. I'm expecting a breaking ball.
Goes off speed, and Mullinex comes up empty for his second strikeout of the afternoon, and now it's going to be all up to the catcher, Tyler Nelson.
That's a fifth strikeout of the game for Sanchez here as he's recorded 11 outs. They're half of them coming via the strikeout.
See what Nelson can do. He was aggressive. He's typically a patient hitter. A lot of walks he draws typically. Gets hit by a lot of pitches as well. We'll see the approach at the plate. Fastball, that one sails high. Ball 1. Slow breaking ball, popped up, foul, and maybe room. No, runs out of room this time. Hollingsworth made a great play on one last inning, but not enough room there. Get some new baseballs delivered to the home plate umpire. We'll get ready for the 1-1.
Joseph, plenty of CCS action going on around the league today. LaGrange and Covenant with a doubleheader. Huntington and Berea square off. Started at the same time we did, and then, of course, the second doubleheader between LaGrange and Covenant will occur later today.
That one misses off the plate away. Hollingsworth bobbled it for a second, but keeps it in front. Plus count for Nelson. Not going to get a ton of those opportunities. Need to take advantage.
LaGrange is up 5-0 over the Scots in the 8th inning of that first game doubleheader. Huntington narrow 2-1 lead early over Berea.
That one's hit well into center field and right at the center fielder Fletcher. That's unfortunate. That ball was tagged by Nelson, but Sanchez pitches around a little bit of trouble. Lions strand 2. They trail 4-0 going to the 5th. We head to the top of the 5th inning here at Loudermilk Field. Belhaven 4, Piedmont 0. Blazers have a run in the first, run in the second, 2 more in the 4th. Take that lead. They'll have the top of the order up for the 3rd time through against Piedmont starter Bodie Eilertson. First pitch, swing and a miss by Cole Fletcher. They've really kept Fletcher at bay. He is hitless in this series. He came in doing a lot of damage at the top of this Belhaven order. And that will be another strike pumped in by Eilertson. He's quickly ahead 0-2. And that's a called strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. And Fletcher takes the walk back to his dugout. Nice start to the 5th inning for Eilertson.
Fletcher's woes continue. Eilertson trying to get back on track here, Joseph. He hasn't been awful, but he hadn't been stellar. 4 runs on 6 hits thus far. He hasn't given up any free bases yet either, and that's a rollover to second.
Nice play to his left by Hicks. Throws on the run on target, and that is a quick 2 outs. Eilertson are very quick top of the 3rd inning. He gets the same 3 hitters in the order. Going to try to do it again, get that Piedmont offense back into their dugout. They were kind of big, too, because they were able to at least threaten against Sanchez. They put some better swings on the baseball that second time through the order. Maybe put him right back out on the mound and try to start something, start chipping away at this lead.
Nutzi's 0 for 2 thus far today. It's drawn a conversation with his third base coach here. Maybe talking strategy, maybe just trying to buy Sanchez some rest here. It would be back-to-back innings with little to no rest.
I would imagine
for Sanchez.
Combination of pep talk / buy a little bit of rest. Because I don't know what you're talking strategy-wise, down with 2 outs, nobody on. And that one swung on, lashed out toward right center. Ellis giving chase. He is not going to get there. That one's down in front of the wall. And Nutzi is standing in at second base with a 2-out double.
All right, whatever was said worked. He just clobbered that baseball there. 1 hop into the right center field gap off the wall, and now with 2 outs again, Joseph, it feels like the troubles come with 2 outs for Piedmont.
We mentioned too, yesterday, Belhaven did not have a single extra base hit. All their hits were singles. Today, they have a couple doubles and a home run already. They're doing a lot more damage at the plate. We have not seen a single sacrifice bunt either. Differing approach from game 1 in this series.
I like this approach much more from Belhaven here in game number 2. Abney, I think you call him a thorn in the side of Piedmont. He has been a massive one thus far in this series, hitting .667 with 5 RBIs.
First pitch, swung and a miss. Had a great hack at that one. Just a little bit late, fouls it straight back. Now Bodie Eilertson, he has an 0-2 count. This is where you got to make that pitch, that finishing pitch to get this inning completed. A lot of options. This one should probably be nowhere near the strike zone, I would imagine. That one's chopped. Tough play. Hicks to his right, throws on the run. The throw is late. They're going to try to score the runner from second, and he is out by a mile. Alert play there by Helgeson. Fires a strike to Nelson, who applies the tag, and Belhaven runs themselves out of the inning in the top of the 5th. They still lead Piedmont 4-0 halfway home.
Welcome back here. Davis Barlow, Joseph Garwood, bottom of the 5th. Piedmont trails by 4. Joseph, they have just 1 hit off of Brett Sanchez thus far.
Yeah, Sanchez has been as advertised. We've relayed the resume, which is lengthy and impressive, and he has kind of lived up to it today so far. But Piedmont threatened a little bit. They've had base runners the last 2 innings, so we'll see if they can be a little pesky and try to chip away at this lead.
Good take there from Hicks as he's ahead in the count 1-0 here. Hicks hitting just 179 on the season thus far. As he takes that one for strike number one. Joseph, I think we talked about it yesterday. The biggest concern right now for Hicks is the strikeout numbers.
Yeah, strikeout numbers tops on the team. For a guy who was a CCS tournament MVP last year, he turned on that one.
Launched that well foul over by the Piedmont indoor. Had some good carry to it. Just needs to straighten it out a little bit, and he's now down to his final strike here. Infield once again shifting him a little bit.
Yeah, second baseman playing near the bag, just to the right of it.
It's a good take there on the 1-2 as that one's up in the zone.
That's the pitch right there that Piedmont has to stay off of. It's a ball, but it's very enticing to swing at.
Lowered it just a little bit and gets the swing and a miss there. Hicks down on strikes. Helgeson now up to the dish. Mix stands on deck. This is 7-8-9 for Piedmont this inning.
Looks like one of the new pitching analytics things is fastball shape, and it kind of explains why do some pitchers who throw harder get hit more than some that don't throw as hard, pure velocity wise, and a lot of it comes down to how the fastball looks coming out of the hand. It looks like Sanchez must have great fastball shape because his fastball velocity is not overpowering, but Piedmont has not been able to square one up so far.
Helgeson quickly behind 0-2, and Joseph, you're correct. Advanced data analytics has really taken over the game of baseball. They track anything and everything now. It's good morning, good afternoon, good night to Owen Helgeson. He is down on strikes there. Can't lay off the pitch that you said Piedmont needs to lay off of.
Yep, and it looks like after a little bit of a mini jam back in the fourth, looks like Sanchez has kind of found that rhythm again.
So Nathan Mix steps in the box. He's hitting .304 on the season, 22 RBIs to his name as he takes strike number one. I believe that's the team lead for Piedmont out of the 9-hole, which is surprising because the batters in front of him have not had the greatest production this season.
Yeah, very impressive for Ryan Mix. We were talking about how he was not necessarily a home run threat, and he left the yard last night. Turned out to be the go-ahead home run. So he stays in the count, fouls one straight back to make things 1-2.
So Mix down to his final strike here. The 1-2. Got him swinging, and, Brett Sanchez is rolling. Mix is down on strikes. Sanchez has 8 to his name, and we head to the top of the 6th. Piedmont trails by 4. Back here for the top of the 6th, Bodie Islandson still out on the mound for Piedmont here as he looks to face the back portion of this Belhaven lineup. Big swing and a miss to start the inning.
Yeah, Hunter Estes did not get cheated there. That was a big cut.
Another big cut there, fouls that one back, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Both pitchers here, Joseph, work with good pace on the mound here. It has made this game move very quickly.
Yeah, we start at 4 o'clock. It's 5:02. We're already in the 6th.
Great play from Carlson here as this one's chopped over to him. Fired the first for out number 1.
Been a cleanly played game, too. Played well. Both teams have been picking it in the field. Not a ton of walks. A couple hit by pitches by Sanchez. That's about it.
Yeah, Eilertson still has no walks. I don't believe Sanchez has a walk. Though, as you mentioned, the 2 free bases are hit by pitches. Defense for both teams has played well. No errors around the yard just yet, as that's a breaking ball dropped in for strike number 1. Belhaven hasn't quite had to play too much defense on that back half. 15 recorded outs, 8 of them via the strikeout. Eilertson is on a roll right now. He has 3 strikeouts of his own.
Yeah, Eilertson, he's working quickly, keeping that pitch count down, even though he's surrendered 7 hits and 4 runs. Rather, 8 hits and 4 runs.
Another ground ball, another out. Carlson fires that one to first once more. It looks like a replay of the out from before, and quickly 2 down here as Noah Foster steps into the box. He is 1 for 2 today with 2 RBIs.
Yeah, he blasted that RBI double, 2 RBI double into the right center gap his last time up.
Yeah, that ball was slammed. We'll see if he can do it again. This is down in the dirt for ball number 1. First time Eilertson's been behind this inning.
Yeah, he's typically been ahead 0-1, or he's got a lot of first pitch outs as well.
Right back in the zone with the fastball there. Count moves to 1-1. Breaking ball drops in for strike number 2, and now Eilertson is 1 strike away from ending the top of the 6th. Got him with the fastball looking. Eilertson's rolling, and so is Sanchez. We'll see if Piedmont can shatter that roll, and they come up in the bottom of the 6th. Welcome back here. Top of the lineup due up for Piedmont here as they look to find a second hit. We'll go from there. Sanchez is through 6 innings without surrendering a run, and he is right back where he left off. I should say through 5, looking to get through 6.
If he can hit that spot consistently when he has been able to, he's going to be tough.
Ooh, breaking ball gets a big swing and a miss there from Ellis, who is now on his final strike.
Good luck.
0-2 on the way is up in the zone for ball 1.
1-2 the count.
Now the 1-2. Fouled into the glove, and that is a strikeout for Cole Ellis there. Sanchez strikeout number 9. As now Trace Kate will give it his best effort here. Again, Sanchez's season-high strikeouts is 16, though that was in 10 innings.
So he took a complete game 10 inning and took the loss.
Yeah, that is a rough break. That was against Hanover. Again, a team that Piedmont handled pretty well there as Kate rips that one into the Piedmont bullpen foul.
A little bit of a hanging breaking ball there. Kate, eyes lit up, I'm sure, just got out ahead of it.
Piedmont's found a couple solid contacts down that left field line. all of which have been foul. Hicks got one. Kate got one. Big swing and a miss from Kate here. So he's now behind 0-2.
We got Kate shaded the way they had Hicks shaded. A lot of room on the right side.
Ground ball right to where the second baseman is playing. Somebody read a scouting report properly, and that is out number 2. So Isaac Mullinack will now step up to the dish.
Mullinack has the lone hit in the game for the Lions. Solid single right. His last time up.
So looking back in the history books at the success of Sanchez against Piedmont, we're seeing something very similar here today, Joseph. He went 9 innings the last time he saw the Lions with 15 strikeouts. He did give up 7 hits in that game, but just 1 earned run. He ironically hit 2 batters that game as well. Belhaven took a 4-1 win. That was at Belhaven last year for their regular season series.
He looks especially in sync today with his delivery. Somebody, when you have someone as talented as him and he is locked in, you're going to struggle. And that's been the case here today.
Got him looking there. Mullinack's down on strikes. That's double-digit punch-outs for Sanchez, and we're headed to the top of the 7th with the same scoreline. Piedmont trailing 4-0. Welcome back here, top of the 7th. Last third of this game left to be played. Piedmont still trailing by 4. Eilertson still out on the mound, and I believe this is a pinch hitter. It is a pinch hitter for Belhaven. Or excuse me, this is number 15.
Belhaven's
Jake Tyndall. He is wearing 46 today.
That's right. Tyndall is 0-2 on the day with strikeout.
Yeah, that's one of the situations. They might not have a 15 in black. He normally wears number 15, but in these alternate black jerseys, he is wearing 46.
8-9-1 due up. Good chance for Eilertson to roll through another one. That one's tagged, though.
Oof, that one is cranked into left field, cut off before it reaches the corner. Big wide turn, but the ball quickly back into the infield will hold the runner at first.
Let's see if this could be a potential sacrifice bunt situation. Already up 4 runs, but catcher Hollingsworth, not known for his bat. We've seen what he can do with the glove, an outstanding catch earlier. We should see some kind of play on.
Yeah, I'm assuming a sacrifice bunt here. This will likely be to the first base side. Eilertson's going to fall off the mound to the third base side as a lefty. And with the runner being held at first base, I'm assuming this will be a bunt to the first base side.
Sure, Eilertson try to hit the inside part of the zone, make it as difficult as possible to get that bunt down to the right side. He'll check on the runner again.
Ooh, almost got him. Tyndall.
A little casual.
Casual, yeah, that's the great way to put it. He just tried to take a couple steps back to the bag and almost got caught. It's difficult when you're taking the lead on these lefties because sometimes you're really close to the bag. Now he scrambles back and he got him. Snap throw to first, picks him off.
He tried to get picked off once, and then he did get picked off the second time.
He was crawling back to that bag there. He got caught with some awkward footing, couldn't plant and drive back towards that base, and now with one out, Hollingsworth going to have to swing. Oh, no, he's not. Okay. Yeah. You know, he's still squaring to bunt.
That sent Kyle Carlson screaming in at third base.
Helgeson is still back at first, and again, with the way Eilertson falls off the mound.
If he can push one down that first base side, it could be an easy hit.
He does not square this time. Big swing and a miss for strike number one. Count moves to 1-1. Popped into right field. This is the second time he's done this today, and it results in the same out via Trace Kate. Now back to the top of the lineup with Fletcher, 2 gone in the inning. Eilertson looks to get through 7 complete innings here.
Fletcher over 7 now in the series. It's been a struggle for him at the dish.
He's right on that fastball, but it just clanks back off the backstop, and we'll go down to strike number 1.
A lot of early swings, a lot of first pitch swings from Fletcher we've seen so far in this series. And the best one he's hit was that first pitch of the series. He almost hit one out to left.
That's right, all the way to the warning track. Cue balls this one over to the fellow, even duck out multiple players out to field it. Now, down to his final strike. Fletcher trying to avoid going 0-8 thus far in the series. Ooh, takes a tough breaking ball there. Good hold up from Fletcher as the count goes to 1-2.
1 strike away from getting to the 7th. Eilertson just in the mid-70s on pitches, so.
Another good spot down and in, but does not catch the corner of that zone. Count goes to 2-2. Big swing and a miss. It's in the dirt. Throw to first from Nelson is in time, and it's recorded as yet another strikeout for Bodie Eilertson. He's got 5 through 7 innings, but the Piedmont offense has to figure out something off of Sanchez coming up right after we go stretching. Carlson's music hits the stadium, and it means we are done stretching and back to the action here. Carlson and Mullinax, the first 2 up in this inning, as it's ball number 1 from Sanchez to Carlson here, and Joseph Piedmont's running out of time to find the gaps in the armor of Brett Sanchez.
9 outs to play with. He struck out 10, allowed just 1 hit, no runs, no walks. Has hit a couple batters, but just 3 base runners so far.
We were talking about it previous, while off air. His career-high strikeouts came against Piedmont last year at Belhaven. He struck out 15 in a complete game win there. Went all 9 innings, struck out 15, gave up just 7 hits, though.
The Lions have not been so fortunate here this afternoon.
No, just one hit for the Lions. Carlson's down to his last strike. Carlson is headed back to the dugout. Strikeout number 11 for Sanchez. Of course, he now has a new career high total in strikeouts. It came earlier this year. Again, we've harped on it against Hanover, where he struck out 16 batters there in a 10-inning loss. But his 9-inning strikeout career high is against the Lions at 15. And I mean, Joseph, he's in the territory to overtake that here today.
He is running, as Molnix takes a ball down, he's running a 50% strikeout rate so far in this game. He's faced 22 batters. He has struck out 11 of them. For a point of reference, if anyone out there follows the Atlanta Braves, Spencer Strider is typically tops in the MLB, and he runs around a mid-30s to low 40s strikeout rate over the course of a season. So this has been special.
It has been. Ground ball back to Sanchez. He will take it himself. That is a 2U.
1U. But
1U.
But interesting.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that, as Sanchez is just below the 90 pitch mark here in this contest. I mean, you have to assume he's not going to just come out of the game. He's going to likely finish this one unless the Lions can figure out how to find some hits, or maybe he hits that pitch threshold, Joseph, where he starts to lose control a little bit of some of the velocity and some of the location spotting that we've seen on that breaking ball that's outside the zone for ball one.
Third time through the order is typically where you might see some gaps in that outstanding command, and we've not really seen it here today.
That one drops in for strike number 1. Missed with the breaking ball outside, and then immediately brings it back for a front door. Now pulls the fastball here, Joseph. You know, you don't want to jump to too many conclusions here, but now as he's over 90 pitches, it looks like he's starting to lose a little bit of control.
Let's see if Piedmont can take advantage.
He left that one over the middle of the plate, but jammed him nonetheless. It's a pop out to second, and just like that, Sanchez is through 7. So Piedmont down to their last 6 out. They need another quick 1, 2, 3 coming up right after this. Welcome back here, top of the 8th from Loudermilk Field. And yes, you heard us correct, top of the 8th. We played just an hour and 21 minutes, but we are already in the top of the 8th, as it is a new arm on the mound for Piedmont, Joseph.
Peyton Irvin making his first relief appearance of the year. He's made 5 appearances so far. All have been starts.
This is a first pitch swinging. It's down towards the Piedmont bullpen and will go foul. So a long first strike.
Irvin, 2-3 record, 3.67 solid ERA in his work as a starter. 27 innings of work. just 5 walks, has allowed 44 hits in those innings with just 9 strikeouts, so the ball's going to be in play a lot. Defense is going to be tested for the Lions. Slow walk back to the...
Taking his time.
Combination of Eilertson's fast work on the mound, and Sanchez is not allowing any base runners, has moved us right along here in Game 2 of this series.
Eilertson had the lower pitch count of the two. We thought we'd probably see him again this inning, but we did not. On the flip side, Sanchez is in the 90s. So we're interested to see if he comes back out. That ball is crushed into right center field, carrying with the wind. Kate fighting the sun will make the catch on the warning track.
Nice grab by Kate, trying to fight the sun, approaching the wall quickly. That's not an easy play. He made it look relatively easy. We'll close the book on Eilertson. 7 innings of work, 9 hits, 4 runs, no walks, and 5 strikeouts for the junior lefty.
Again, a solid day for Eilertson.
Most of the time, if you're not facing one of the best pitchers in all of Division III baseball, he did plenty to give his team a chance to win.
And Sanchez has allowed just 1 hit through 7 as that one's back to Peyton, and he jogs over, flips that one to Helgeson for out number 2. And now Abney into the box. Owen Abney again, Joseph, has been all over this Piedmont pitching staff here. He's hitting .714.
A big series for Abney. Exactly where you want to face him if you're the Lions. 2 outs, nobody on.
He went 3 for 4 yesterday with a run and 4 RBIs. He's 2 for 3 today with another RBI. That one's down in the dirt. New baseball into play, but something about Loudermilk Field. Abney sees the ball extremely well out of everybody's hand. Irvin gets a ground ball here, though, to Hicks. Over to Helgeson, and just like that, it's a 1-2-3 inning for Irvin here. Piedmont's got 6 outs to work with. We'll see what they can do with the 3 they're given in the bottom of the 8th right after this. Bottom of the 8th, 7, 8, 9 due up for the Lions here. It's Colton Hicks will lead off the inning here. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So he is 1 for 3 with a single.
Exactly what you want to see. Maybe Sanchez, he's faced a lot of hitters. We're coming up the end of the 3rd time through the order. Top of the order. A pinch hitter. It's going to be, looks like it's going to be Mac Barton.
Apologize about that little break. Audio cut out. We are back here, though. Mac Barton is our pinch hitter here. This is a good choice. Good bench bat for the Lions. Barton missed the earlier portion of the season, Joseph. Battled through some injuries through that first pair of series here. Tournament series, I should say. Piedmont playing 6 different opponents across the 2 opening weekends here as they hosted both of those. Big swing and a miss from Barton there.
It's where you don't really need the big swing. You need base runners if you're the Lions down 4 runs against a tough pitcher.
Barden is a big swinger there. Big hit. Mac had the only home run of the season at one point. It was a grand slam out into right center field. He's hitting just .214 coming into this one. 28 at bats, 6 hits, 4 RBIs. He pokes this one into center, but right towards the Belhaven outfielder for out number 1 as Fletcher will toss that one back into the infield.
Sanchez, nice little settle in after the leadoff hit.
Sanchez sets in the stretch. Fires to the plate, and it's outside for ball number 1. He's pulling that curveball a little bit more now, Joseph. He's missing outside the zone. So it's pitching 94 for Sanchez there. Big swing and a miss for Mixes. That breaking ball was in the zone.
A lot of speed discrepancy between that fastball and breaking ball. That one had to be definitely in the 60s.
Good change of pace again. The fastball looks like it's got a little bit of velo, nothing overpowering. Fastball just off the plate as Sanchez inches ever closer to the 100-pitch mark, Joseph, and we wondered at what point would the control and command fall off, and it looked like maybe around the 85. It still hasn't, it's not gone by any means, but he left that one over the plate, and Mix just barely missed it. It's popped up over towards the Piedmont bullpen where it'll land.
Yeah, that one was floating over the plate, and Mix just a hair out in front of that. Yeah, I think ground balls, line drives is what you want here. Trying to lift the ball against Sanchez is not going to be easy.
So 2-2 count now to the 9-hole hitting shortstop. He's had a big home run yesterday. Can he have another big hit here today? Check swing, fire behind, and he's safe at first. They're going to look to see if Mix swung. He did not.
It's a good take there by Mix. Trying a little rising fastball. So above the strike zone, and Mix was able to lay off.
Going to run the count full here. Sanchez has not issued a walk yet today. He hit Mix earlier, and he's hit one other batter. 3-2, fastball fouled off by Mix.
Good battle here by Nathan Mix.
This is a great fight from Mix indeed here. Now just has to win it. Crucial for Piedmont here. 3-2. Big swing and a miss there. Sanchez sits him down for strikeout number 12. Now with 2 away, the duty falls to Cole Ellis. As the lineup turns back over once more, Piedmont feels like you got to find something here, Joseph. I don't know if you're going to find 4 in the 9th. It feels like you desperately need at least 1 here, and of course, Sanchez's future now in jeopardy as he is at pitch number 100 with that breaking ball.
Yeah, Sanchez has not really been threatened. Only 1 base runner has reached second base today. And it's been a tall order for this Piedmont lineup against Sanchez.
The 0-1. Up and into Ellis for ball 1. The plate discipline from the Lions has been good, but again, just such a strong outing from Sanchez here has limited them to just 2 hits and 4 base runners. Almost hit him, and they call it a strike.
That's a tough one right there for Cole Ellis.
That's a tough break. Thought Ellis, honestly, if he hadn't moved, probably would have been hit by the pitch. Instead, it ends up back over the zone for a called strike, and now he's down to his final 1. Lions down to their final strike in the bottom of the 8th. Fastball pulled out of the zone. Count moves to 2-2. Kate would love a chance to do some damage. Outfield relatively deep. This 2-2 is
Looks like nearly the same spot that was the called strike 2.
I think that was a better spot than the called strike number 2, but he doesn't get it. Counter run full. Runner should be on the move. Belhaven surprisingly holding the runner here. That's a strange decision with the 3-2 pitch on the way. Crushed, but right at Fletcher. He'll take a couple shuffles to his left and make the out. So Piedmont got to hold them where they are here in the top of the 9th, and then we'll see what's cooking in the bottom half. Irvin back out for his second inning of work. His Piedmont needs a 1-2-3 inning here, Joseph, for any kind of chance against Sanchez. Is well over 100 pitches at this point. I'd be shocked if he came back out, but at the same time I wouldn't. He leads Belhaven in career complete games with 19. He might be hunting number 20.
Yeah, I would be maybe make a call right now. I would say he's coming back out for the 9th. Unless for some reason Belhaven's able to add multiple runs here in this inning. Irvin, a very solid inning of work in the 8th. First relief appearance of the season. We'll see if he can back that up with another one in here in the 9th.
Gets an accidental swing there out of Estes, and that one's fouled back for strike number 2. Harrell stands on deck.
Harrell had a home run off of Eilertson earlier in this game.
Hunter Foster due up third in this inning, and he'll move to the on-deck circle after a big punch out there from Peyton Irvin.
Nice pitch there by Peyton. He is rolling along here in the 8th. Another thing to look at in this series, Piedmont was able to take the first game. Didn't have to go into their bullpen a ton. Use four pitchers. If they can get through this game only having to use Eilertson and Irvin, they'll have the bullpen, all the big arms in the bullpen well rested ahead of tomorrow's rubber match.
With Adam Mativier, the likely starter there, as that one's grounded to short, fired to first for out number 2. Mativier been solid all year. 2.17 ERA, 3 wins, 2 losses.
We'll have another, we've seen this a couple of times, the 2 quick outs, and then the third hitter takes a time, gets a little coach conference. As Irvin is just standing on the rubber, ready to go.
I have a feeling this might be buying time for Sanchez again. We'll see if they're 2 for 2 on these offensive visits turning into doubles, because the last one was launched off of the NCAA appearances sign out to right center field on 1 hop. Piedmont fans not happy with how long that visit took. Though I don't think that is where the issues have been today, is on how long Belhaven's taken on offensive visits.
A frustrating afternoon for the home crowd, as just been a very well-pitched game.
Yeah, minimal things to cheer for here. Irvin inside with a fastball for ball number 1. Looks like a pinch hitter on deck for Belhaven if we do get there. That breaking ball drops in for strike number 1. Eli Britt, who played yesterday, is on deck right now in place of Tyndall. Irvin spikes that one, and the count will move to 2-1. Two-one foul into the Belhaven dugout there. That got some movement.
Got a couple of those today.
Yeah, that one does catch the screen, though. Everybody's all right after that one, and the count goes to 2-2. One strike away from getting out of the top of the ninth and heading to the bottom half. Again, Piedmont need 4 to prolong this game.
Looks like we do have some sort of activity in the Belhaven bullpen.
I see that as well. Big swing and a miss. Time to find out. Does Sanchez come back out for complete game number 20 in his career, or do we see a call to the bullpen? Well, the answer to your question, he's already walking back out there, so we'll see him for the bottom of the ninth. Don't go anywhere. Sanchez back out looking for complete game number 20 in his career. That leads Belhaven all time as well.
Piedmont does have the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up. Who you'd want if you could pick anyone.
We'll see what the Lions can make work. This would be Sanchez's 28th win, at least according to his bio, which also leads Belhaven all time. He's quickly ahead, 0-2 here to Kate. Pulled it. Sanchez started this inning at 106 pitches, Joseph. That was pitch 109.
A complete workhorse.
Here's pitch 110. Big swing and a miss. There is Kate. Goes down on strikes. That is the 13th punch-out.
Has a chance to tie his 9-inning career high, which he set against Piedmont. He can punch out the last 2.
So Mulinek's going to try to spoil that one here. That one's hammered into left field. Back to the warning track. Back at the wall. It's gone! Life late for Piedmont as Mulinek has tagged a solo shot into the shade.
Big swing there by Isaac Mulinek. He's got a couple hits in this game. Not no easy task against Brett Sanchez. At the very least, the Lions have tagged him for a run.
So it took 111 pitches, Joseph, but we finally have a run off of Brett Sanchez here. And, well, don't go home yet. Crowd back into it. Sanchez kicks and fires, and, well, he's right back to it. Big swing and a miss there from Kyle Carlson.
He's gotten so many swings and misses on that exact same pitch to almost that exact same location.
That one's up in the zone. Ball number 1. Piedmont still trails 4-1. The solo shot cuts into it a little bit. Carlson now. This one was in on his hands. Skied towards Fletcher. And there's out number 2. So Piedmont down to their final out here.
They're on a pinch hitter. Which should be McKenna Peters.
I believe that is McKenna Peters. Wearing number 20. Again, it's going to say Garrett Burton if you're watching online, but this is again another situation similar to Belhaven where it depends on the jersey that they're wearing. A different player will have this number on.
Peters solid 2 for 3 on the year.
One's inside for ball 1. That was pitch 115 out of Sanchez. That breaking ball's outside. And the count 2-0 is the pinch hitter.
Belhaven outfield playing very deep again.
Ooh, and Peters drilled with that one. It's the third hit by pitch of the day. Oh, and there's some activity in this Belhaven dugout. Do they turn it over to the bullpen here? Looks like a pinch runner coming out. Sky Willis will jog over to first as Piedmont will add a little bit of speed. Again, that run pretty much meaningless, Joseph. It cuts the lead down to 2, but nothing important. Willis' job really just to move around station to station as it goes. Don't force anything, and count on the bats here as Tyler Nelson steps up to the plate. There are multiple arms getting loose now for Belhaven, and the pitching coach is making his way down towards that end of the dugout. We'll see if they do choose to call it a day. This next pitch for Sanchez will be number 118.
Testing the limits here.
Yeah, again, I don't know what this kid's arm is made of or what his normal pitch count is. That is a stat we do not have access to. I'm assuming in the 10-inning game, he probably threw about 130 pitches. So this isn't the first time he's entered this kind of territory. Pitch 118 is fired in for a strike.
Tying run, Colton Hicks in the on-deck circle.
It would make it a save situation if they do turn it over to the bullpen. 0-1. Pulled it. Joseph, the control seems to be gone here. He is, I think, hit that wall of the excellence that we've seen, and now it feels like he's not really sure where some of these pitches are going.
He's trying to get it to the finish line at this point.
Pitch number 120 is hung over the plate. It is hammered well foul. That goes over the Piedmont indoor. I mean, that's out of here if it stays fair. Piedmont down to their final strike here. Pitch number 121 for Brett Sanchez. Will the Skittles reign supreme today? Fouled back. We'll have to wait one more pitch to find out.
Just trying to get that elevated fastball that he's gotten so many swings and misses on today. Left it just a little bit low, and Nelson was able to fight it off.
This has been a great effort all around from Sanchez. Lions refusing to go quietly in the bottom of the ninth. Nelson, awkward check swing, will foul it off. We'll do another one.
Just doing all he can to stay alive, keep this game going. Be back in action 1 p.m. tomorrow.
Hammered by Nelson. Tailing down the line, it's off the wall here. Piedmont still has life. It's a stand-up double for the backstop, and now the tying run comes to the plate in the form of Colton Hicks, and they might have just cut Sanchez's historic night short.
See what they do here. Hicks got a base hit his last time up.
That's going to draw something out of the dugout. Will Sanchez be allowed to go for complete game number 20 in his career? No signal just yet.
It's probably just a check on, see how he's feeling, which I'm sure Sanchez is going to want to keep that baseball.
This next pitch will be pitch number 124.
He is run. He's got to be running on fumes now.
Again, Sanchez is hunting. Again, according to his bio on the Belhaven site, he is hunting win number 28 and is looking for complete game number 20. I don't know if that was prior to this year or his overall career total. That is his overall career total here, so he is looking for more and more history. The 0-0. Breaking ball drops in for strike number 1.
Well-placed pitch there by Sanchez. Not a bad take by Hicks. Not something you're going to really do anything with. Outfield playing very deep across the board.
Correction, this would be win number 29 for Sanchez if he can find the out here.
Now Hicks going to have to battle. That was a pretty good pitch to hit, and he just was a hair late and fouled it straight back.
Pitch number 126. On the way. Outside.
It's a good take by Hicks. That was barely just off the plate. It was like Sanchez was trying to run that two-seamer back to the outside corner. Didn't quite make it.
Mac Barton stands on deck. If Piedmont can get it to him, big hit. Mac might have one in him. The 1-2. Got him swinging. 20th complete game for Brett Sanchez. It's his 29th career win as well. Belhaven holds off a late Piedmont rally. They take game number 2 by a score of 4-1. Behind that man on the mound, Brett Sanchez, and some early timely hitting, Joseph. And now the rubber match tomorrow will decide the series, 1 p.m. Saturday.
Both bullpens should be well rested. Impressive performance by Sanchez. He lived up to the billing. Lions battled, kept things interesting into the late going, and we'll see how things go at the series up for grabs tomorrow.
Yeah, interested to see what rolls tomorrow. We're expecting Adam Mativier tomorrow for Piedmont. We'll see what Belhaven runs out there. They went with a bullpen game in game number 1 of the series on Thursday, so interested to see what they come out with. But for Davis Barlow, Joseph Garwood, everyone here on the broadcast, we look forward to seeing you all back here at 1 p.m. tomorrow for game number 3.